All right, so this is session 77 for our campaign, and which does not have a name yet until the group decides on one. Also, we need like a campaign name and the overarching umbrella studio name. So if you guys can work on that, that'd be great. Probably not anything that's copyrightable.
Oh man, why not just
Well, wouldn't this campaign just be the Four Horsemen?
That's what I said.
Oh yeah, bringing the apocalypse onto the world.
Yeah,
Man.
we leave death and destruction everywhere we go, man.
Yeah, seriously.
Okay.
Indomiran, Taz the War.
Wasteland.
The concern is that Durin is, you know,
Mm,
Not. It's insensitive.
not
yeah.
accessible.
What?
We could just make it like a hard stance, you know, like not change it, but like this is what it is.
Yeah, we're like,
Double down.
Yeah, generate a little negative publicity, get more attention. All of us crying in the thumbnail, and then we're in.
and then we
I
can
don't even
apologize.
Okay, so.
Or it could be like when we finish playing, it's just like we broke up about this and we had this big fight about it.
Have a little Orion Akaba incident.
We'll have
You,
to
you already
sacrifice
like write out the Wikipedia page for it, like how it started, how it ended, like the whole story, but we haven't even finished the.
Yeah.
Sorry.
So the goal is I'm planning on ending this campaign on session 100.
Whoa. John,
Oh wow.
it's level 20 further.
Yeah, let me think. So that means we get to level up.
All right,
I feel like we're
so you're 77 in, right? You're 77 in, and you're level 11.
Yeah,
So a lot of crap's gonna go down real quick and real fast. So.
Dude, we're gonna get thrown so much stuff at us that either only one of us is gonna remain from the original party, or we're all gonna burn through like 4 characters.
it's alright.
Okay. Actually, I just threw that out there, but that'd be kind of cool. Anyways.
Yeah, no, 100.
70. I mean, session 100 is pretty far away. So.
It's like a year. So every 2.5 episodes we get to level up.
Look at this.
And we're about to hit the holidays where, you know, not everybody we won't be able to meet as often.
Yeah.
Not that we meet often anyways, but. Okay. Or pull double shift. All right. Without delaying the session any longer, we will begin session 77. And the story goes like this. Soon after returning home in Espa, the 4 horsemen found themselves yet again on another assignment. While the kingdom of Espa is to deal with the Kakians to the east, the group is to travel west to Leandria, the coast city that lies on the other side of the country. Their objective is to link up with Mist to find Jathan's initial abductor and agent of the Weavers. Ultimately, to obtain the Cimmerian Shade, which is believed to be the key to dispelling the chaos that corrupts the world crystal of Iranthas. Let's see. Oh, I didn't write this in, but pop quiz. How are you guys gonna get to Leandria?
Airboat, airship.
Airship. And who gave you that tip?
The king told us about it.
The prince.
Which prince?
Oh,
It's not
Jathan.
The older one. Hold on.
H. I feel like it starts with an H.
Starts with an H. You have a nephew.
Halford.
Yeah,
Hal-
Halford.
Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah.
Prince Halford. And who did he tell you to go meet, but not giving you
Jaquel.
that?
The tea people. The tea people. With the, you pour the stuff on the vines.
Jasper.
JC.
Jasper. Yeah, JC.
Do you remember the code for that, Kevin?
Yes. Somewhere up the grapevine is the juiciest of them all.
Okay. And do you guys know who Jasper is?
Yes. He's the
Not really.
he's my association with the order.
With the order. Okay.
Yeah, that's all that I think we know. He just
Yeah.
is like I think of it as like he's like Kevin's handler.
The hammer,
And
yeah.
he sells unique
Kevin's
tools
real
which we
He's an
trade
inventor of sorts, right?
for, which we trade for other magic items.
Yeah. So, and then you guys, he found a way for you guys to get on the ship. And he tells you that it will, within like 2 or 3 days, there will be a grand launch. The unveiling of this airship, right? And just so you know, in this world, there are no airships. So this is like one of a kind.
The Titanic.
We're gonna die.
Hey, would you like to have these guys fly on your airship?
We're gonna be
Nothing's
sky,
ever bad.
we're
Okay.
sky pirates now.
Sorry.
All right, so yeah, he tells you to do that. So before that, the group did find some time for some R&R and hosted a block party in the form of a cooking competition. To which Bruin won the hearts and, more importantly, the stomachs of the judges.
I don't know if he won the hearts.
Okay, well, to that point, I would like all of you to roll a performance check.
Oh boy.
Oh God.
Pull up my D&D.
Oh, my
Wow.
goodness. I should have gotten a
God,
person there.
that's really bad. That's so terrible.
Don't worry, I think I'm a good performer.
18.
Hold on.
Just kidding. It's like the one skill I don't have.
15?
Yes.
I got a 3.
3?
Oh,
11.
11?
20 total.
20? Oh, there's only all. Okay. So that's 52 divided by 4. Okay.
Wait, we only got 52, and John and I got to 48? No, 38?
Yeah, well, he rolled a 3.
Oh, jeez.
I rolled a 2 + 1.
All right, so as far as the hearts of all your neighbors, the new neighbors of the block are welcome lukewarmly by the neighbors that surround you guys. They do know who you guys are now, not as the Four Horsemen, but as individuals of the house, individuals that took over the house of what's his name, vampire guy.
Bunch of college students.
I mean,
It was originally by like a respected count. Not Dracula, but I can't remember his name anymore. Anyways, but now it's turned into a frat house.
As all things do in time.
Okay. but it's not negative, but it's not super positive. In overall for their performance check.
Yeah, that's my bad, guys.
Well, you kind of like maybe your mind was somewhere else during the party, but you were kind of like not there.
Yeah.
Distracted.
It's almost like I wasn't there.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Okay. I am at the
It's
end
like-
of last session. I did mention that it was the new morning, but we're going to wind that back a little bit. Sometime during the evening, while you guys were cleaning up the mess that you guys made, just mounds of meat that you had to find ways to store and whatever, maybe cure, and then just everything that's kind of made a mess in your lawn. And you had to do this right before the day of the launch, and that you're supposed to be there early for. But as you're cleaning up, some of the guards of Espa came to help. Nope, never mind. They can't. They can't help. They can't help because they can't be associated with you guys. But the royal family took their leave soon after the unveiling of the winner. But Murtag, as you were maybe cleaning or just kicking around trash, a certain individual comes up to you, light-footed, in a elegant but not overwhelming dress. Blonde hair. This is Princess Vanille.
Am I like working and then she has to like say something to interrupt me, or do I notice it?
You can roll a perception check if you wanted to notice it first.
I kind of don't.
It's
wanna
not
notice
like
it.
you haven't been watching her the whole party, right?
That's true. Good point. 21.
Oh yeah, you definitely you the moment she stepped into the party and then came near you, you saw her the whole way. Would you like to speak first?
No, I'm acting like I don't notice. I'm like working really hard.
She goes,
Oh, hey!
I like how you have to clear your throat to do your voice.
It's a little hard sometimes.
Hi, I just wanted to let you know about that you had such a great hosted such a great party, and I was informed by your companions, comrades, that you were an integral part to the planning and execution.
Well, yeah, I was like, it's basically my idea to invite the king. I'm just really glad you guys came. I had a really good time tonight.
Well, good. I've actually heard a lot about you. Just wanted
Oh,
to
yeah?
come and say hi, and he practically forced me to. And then from behind Princess Vanille, you see Prince Jathan like step to the side. And Jathan's like, he like salutes you, but kind of like
What's up?
without Princess Vanille seeing.
Oh, what's up, Jathan? I give him like a little handshake.
Yeah,
Yeah, come
nothing
on.
much. Is this the secret handshake, or is it just
Yeah.
like a regular handshake?
Yeah. Bro shake.
A bro shake. Yeah.
Yeah.
My little brother here has told me so much about you, and I just had to come meet you.
Oh, well, he has told me so much about you too.
Huh.
Not weird.
Yeah,
Stuff.
well, clearly he left some kind of impression that I was able to get this this invitation, and she pulls out the
Wait.
Oh no. From me? The one that I wrote
yeah.
out?
Okay, am I wrong? I thought Bruin gave that to
I don't know what happened. I just threw it in the trash.
I don't remember actually. Like, I can't.
I feel like
remember
it plays.
if we went
I don't
through
think
it.
you gave it to her.
not to
It's
her. I
really
think
good.
it was like indirectly given or something.
Yeah, maybe.
Because I remember you picking it out of the trash and then you handed it to someone.
That's funny.
Anyways,
I
somehow
can't
it got to
remember.
her hands.
okay.
Oh yeah. That was before we just decided to invite your whole family. You weren't actually supposed to get that.
Oh well.
But, I mean, yeah, it's really good to have you here.
Well, I really appreciate it. And let's see, it would be Jason would kind of interrupt and say, "So, and he kind of lowers his voice and goes, I hear, that, like, we're going on an adventure soon."
It is a little bit sensitive, but I think we're gonna leave in 2 days. So like, I think Murtag would know it's like tomorrow morning, right?
Yeah, Murtag would know. In 2 days.
So yeah, maybe I would start getting your stuff ready and stuff. And if
Oh.
we have room, just sneak you aboard.
Oh, hey,
Well, do you think you're ready? I mean, you might not be ready.
Master Murtag, I think I'm glad that you brought it up, because if it was 2 days, you would have missed your trip. You would have missed your your trip to Leandria. Actually, the ship leaves tomorrow.
Oh, wow. Well, that's good to know, actually. I like don't have anything packed, so yeah. Yeah, I'll definitely have to talk to the guys.
Oh.
And like get stuff ready. Oh, thank you for telling me.
Yeah, well, yeah, I just wanted to make sure, like, so, do I mean, like, I'll probably have to stay
Well-
here, but,
Yeah, because we haven't really done official tryouts yet. So
oh, right, and he
What?
pushes, like, his sword, his dagger that was given, or short sword or whatever, and he kind of like fixes around his belt, so it, like, the sword is like behind him.
yeah, it's usually like a week long like tryout thing. So like I just don't think we can do it
Oh,
between
okay.
now and like tomorrow.
Okay. Wait, what? Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah. Then I'll just, I can't go anywhere. Being the prince and everything. Like.
But we are like kind of tasked with keeping your family safe. Cause like we kind of started out by like saving the princess from like a fire dragon thing.
Yeah.
But so like it's like our second tier contract. So like while we're gone, maybe you can just kind of keep an eye on the family.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Of course, and he like salutes again.
Yeah, that'd be great.
Okay, well, I just wanted. Okay, well, when you get to Leandria, and if you ever meet my uncle, just say Jathan says hi.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, and he kind of leans in close and goes, just name drop a little bit, Uncle.
Jathan. Okay. Jathan says hi. Do you have like a note you want me to give him?
Oh, no, it.
Okay.
Yeah, it'd be fine. But yeah, he is very nice and stern, but he loves me. So
Oh,
name
nice.
drop a
Yeah.
little bit, probably get you pretty far.
Right. Yeah.
Okay.
Dude, totally.
Yeah, remember my uncle.
Your uncle. Yes. I'm gonna write that down.
Okay.
Writes it down.
Just Jathan's uncle.
It's like doesn't know his name. Oh man, yeah, it's a pretty good party, huh?
Yeah. Well, anyways, it looks like the royal family is heading out, so we gotta go with them. We'll see you around. Have a safe trip.
Yeah. See ya, Jathan. See ya, Vanilla.
So they take off, and the rest of the evening concludes with you resuming the cleanup, and finally everything's put away. I will say, you see Alfred doing some work, but most of the work is probably done by probably Solaris. He seems like a very cleanly person.
That's really funny that you think that.
So,
Murtagh
right.
is just taking bags of meat and stuffing it in the cellars, like behind the secret door, to like the gutter.
Just
Like-
raw.
Just in the Norkel's room.
Yeah.
Okay,
It's
so
like,
you basically
that's the
pile
sewer.
meat in the sewer system.
Yeah.
Oh,
So I was
God.
like, that's a
Something
sewer system,
big.
so that's where that goes.
Oh no.
Don't we've got to have like some kind of like ice box, right?
Yeah, you smoke it, right? That's what they did.
Yeah,
right
you
there.
cure it and whatever. But some of you were, there was a lot of meat, so some of you were moving probably meat to the actual location, while Murtagh would bring meat down to the sewer. And I will write this down.
That's fine.
Canonically, there is a pile
Oh,
of meat
no.
at the entrance to your secret door in
Dude,
the sewer.
we're gonna go down there to like escape, and there's just gonna be like a rat king feasting on that dude.
I mean, I should be able
It's
to
gonna be like
smell.
Dunkin' Donuts.
Alfred can
It's
never
sealed
go down
tight.
there
You
by
would be able to
himself.
smell the sewer if that's the case.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Meat piled at secret
Oh,
sewer entrance.
Oh, boy.
Okay. All right. That said, the evening, over, and on to the new day. Now, as the new dawn splits the dark sky, and the air still crisp from the late fall weather, an anticipation lingers in the air as the group stands outside the gate to their home, waiting for everyone to gather so that they can leave for the west plateau of the inner circle, as Jasper, JC, has instructed days before. So now you guys are like in front of your gate, and it's a little bit chilly. Maybe some of you have like changed attire, as far as like wearing a little bit more layers, especially going up, knowing that you're going to be up in the sky.
so we don't have like a uniform we have to wear, right?
Can
No.
I remember how you told us, John, to like text you something to do in the 2 days you had downtime?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I forgot to do that. Can I tell you what I wanted to do? real
Sure,
quick?
go for it.
Okay, so I would like to designate a portion of like the garden outside because there's like a greenhouse right in our like place.
Yeah, a small one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Can I spend a few days kind of like, and sorry to do this to the decor guys, kind of make it, like a little spot dedicated to like my god, Clevmore. Like have like a little shrine. I have like leftover clay. I'll make like a little statue of like the scales balancing. Have it set up, and like over the like 2 days, pray there a lot.
Okay.
And then I'll do it the night before we leave. I'm gonna cast Word of Recall on this spot, so that way, if poop hits the fan, I can jump us all back to here.
I thought you were gonna say jump myself back too.
Yeah, I thought so too. I was like, this guy's gonna leave us.
It's as many people that can get to me before I potentially die.
Like, we're in Vertex.
Whoops.
Let's see. Just to give it a little bit of flair, you were able to find a nice patch of like open grass, and you were doing a little bit of landscaping to kind of prepare this thing off to the side. Nothing, you didn't want anything spectacular, right? Just something
No, I don't
a little
feel
bit
like
more
he's, like,
humbling.
an opulent kind of like deity. I don't like. There are very few temples that he even has. It's more of like a if you know him, you know him kind of thing.
Okay, we'll say that it's kind of just like kind of diverted off the main path and kind of not hidden, but just kind of put to the side. And there is well, let's see. If you're doing it by yourself or are you hiring? Are you doing it or are you hiring?
Can I do it by myself in 2 days, or do I need help?
I mean, I can help him.
Sure, you can get help. So you get help from some of your horsemen, and let's see, what would be a good role for this? One of you will have to roll intelligence, and the other one can roll dexterity.
Which one you want?
So planning
they're
planning and execution.
They're
I'll
both
take-
the same. They're
I'll take
both
Dex.
0 for me.
I'll take Dex.
I'm
Makes-
gonna
Makes sense.
I'm gonna cheat if you'll let me. I'm gonna cast. Wait, you want Dex, Kev?
Yeah. I mean, unless you want Dex. I have a...
No, it's fine. You can take it. I'm gonna cast Fox's Cunning on myself
Okay.
to give myself advantage on intelligence checks.
Okay. All right, go for it.
Okay. Oh shit! They weren't on the floor. Oops. Try again.
Good thing he's not rolling dex.
Natural 20.
All right.
18.
Okay, with the two of you, you guys were able to lay out the plan well. When you like take a shovel and kind of mark out the area that you want. So you're able to do that, and you executed the plan well. And what you're left with is a very it's like a raised little bed of stone work that you guys kind of put. It's probably the size of, I don't know, probably like 5 by 5 feet or something. Nothing huge, but in the middle of it there's like a circle where you have deemed to be the recall spot, and then in front of that, on the far end of that raised platform, you do have this shrine work with your scales built in to it, and it is like the way it was designed was very intuitive. Just the way it works, even like on a rainy day, the rain would collect in a certain way where the scales would always balance out at some point.
Heck yeah.
But it's not grand by any means, but like even a master craftsman would probably applaud it.
That was surprisingly good work, Norcal. I had zero faith in like the plan I had laid out, because like it was mostly like just like 4 or 5 circles that like just happened to work out, and you did an excellent job digging it, because it was impressive.
And the rest of the group that sees this will see that Solaris is like wearing like this white cap while Norcal is wearing this yellow one. So you can just see them, like it was raining on one of those days too, and you can just see Solaris like not lifting a stone at all.
I think a little further to the left. Perfect.
Okay.
All right, thank you.
Mm-hmm. Oh, anything else? I thought you wanted to go to recall that 2 days that you went and got some winter clothes.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too.
Did you spend time out in the field, Western Plain, looking for a thunderstorm?
I couldn't get there.
I will
fast enough.
say,
It took too
you
much
guys
time.
do have heavy winter coats that you guys bought when you guys first entered the Silverhorn Mountains. Let's see.
Yeah.
But those are like extremely like snowy conditions and stuff like that. But I think it wouldn't be too out of place like for you guys to get clothes that are more for like colder days. If you want to just mark off like a total of, I don't know, 5 gold, not each, just from your guild treasury. I mean your party treasury. That should be sufficient to do whatever you need.
You said 5?
Yep. Also, and it doesn't have to be now, but from now until next session, I will, on a track of creativeness, you guys can update your appearance. I think everybody kind of already has this, like from the first session, like you guys had talked about what you guys were wearing, and like Solaris was wearing like primarily black clothing with, very. It was like a robe, right?
Yeah, it was like a half cloak, and like a lot of my armor is like jet black with silver accents to it.
Yeah. So, anyways, you guys can update it. You can update your helmet if you want. Bruin, your Mohawk helmet.
Yeah.
So just be thinking about that before the next session. And like geared towards, since we're kind of entering real life colder weather, remember our climate reflects onto our D&D climate.
True, yeah.
Okay. So with all that said and done, Kevin, did you mark off 5 gold?
Yeah.
Okay. With all that said and done, so you guys are there, and I'm assuming everybody eventually gathers. Do you guys need to discuss anything, or you're just heading straight there?
Murtag is like super sleepy when he wakes up.
Of course.
He doesn't say anything.
Yes.
I think we can like walk and talk.
Okay. So you guys walk and talk.
So I don't believe I've met Mist before.
You did.
Or I did. Okay, cool. That was Jordan's memory failing.
Yeah, you're fine. Remember, this is like when you guys,
We met him at the edge of the forest, right?
well, you actually met him when you
okay.
went into at the edge of the forest. You met
Yeah,
a
yeah,
group
yeah.
of that were like
Trying to
supposedly
poison us.
bandits or whatever, but they're
Yeah,
one of the bad
okay.
guys. You guys let him
I
live, but
remember.
Mist came back and killed them.
Oh, okay.
We should have killed them. We should have killed them.
All right. So then, never mind. I don't have that question.
Oh.
I basically just want to know if any of you had seen him to cast a message or sending, so I could talk to him, let him know where we are, where we're going once we land.
Yeah, I was thinking about that. Like, it would be nice to have the eyeball back if we're gonna go work with him, but I don't know. Sounds like the king kind of wants it.
Yeah.
True.
He'd probably be mad at us for still having it too.
Probably
Oh.
very upset. Yes.
Can we get donuts? I feel like donuts would be good. Early morning. Okay.
Oh, just mark
Wait,
off.
that's it.
I don't know, 2 coppers.
I get hot donuts.
Oh, 3 coppers.
I'm bringing the last of my mom's cookies she sent me.
Sorry, it's all gone.
About that.
Let's just say the parcel of cookies did not last long in the 4 horsemen stables.
It was.
I opened the tin and I shed one single tear.
But here's some donuts. They're like pumpkin flavored. 'Cause it's fall.
It's not the same.
Gross. Apple cider donuts.
I
Ooh.
think a fritter donut. I think that could work. Like,
Okay, so as you guys make your way over to the West Plateau, you I guess as you're getting closer and closer, you see the buildings part from your view, and then a space before you opens up to unveil a massive ship that is propped up by scaffolding and large wooden support beams. Although it's no cruise ship, its size is comparable to just a little roughly larger than like a 3/4 of a football field. And in length. It's slightly awkward looking at it because you realize there are no sails. Instead, there are 2 massive wooden beams that jut out horizontally from the middle of the ship about 2/3 down the length. So near the back end. Okay? And it's just 2 massive beams that go out. Kind of makes it look like a plane.
oh.
But it's not like, it's just like, I don't know, it's like this square beam. It's not like aerodynamic wings or
Okay.
anything like that. Okay.
Is there a figurine on the prow? Like the.
You like right underneath the pointy edge of the,
Yeah.
yeah, there is.
What is it?
There is a, give me a second.
It's a unicorn.
A unicorn. I can't remember if I ever said that Espa had a mascot of sorts. Oh, you know what? I got it.
It would be a lion.
It is a woman, and with 2 wings that spread from this side, and it wraps back around the ship.
That's sick.
Remember the whole the angel that left its sword, the sword that's stuck in Vespa.
Alright, yeah, I get you.
I like it. I like it.
I didn't know JC was such a C. I can't remember his name. He's such an artist.
Jasper.
Jasper. Such an artist.
Okay.
Like in Halo, when you like walk up to a ship and it's really big,
Yeah, it's massive.
super grand. This is so cool.
Let's see. Where am I? Okay. Down below at ground level, you see workers already out and about. Busyness is already filling the area with middle-aged men yelling at younger workers to work harder. You can see carts and crates and barrels and various supplies being like scattered throughout the grounds, and them being loaded up to this ship one by one, maybe 2 by 2. But let's see. You have now, just kind of from your vantage point, the ship is facing, like, so the plateau runs forward and the ship is facing you. So if you're looking out the plateau, the ship is facing you. It's parked at the edge, and they're like loading it onto ramps and stuff like that. Up the front, there's like this front port on the bottom of the hull, I guess. So everything's being kind of loaded up that way. But you see basically this angel in full view of you, and then everything else, just the chaos of trying to get the ship ready for sail. Okay. So you see all this going on, and yeah, there's like just like people like rolling barrels and stuff like that. There's even this like giant crate that they're currently trying to pull on. That's like a giant crate on wheels, and they're currently trying to pull that up like with chains and stuff. But they're having a hard time with it. Roll a perception check.
Man, if only one of us was strong enough to help them.
24.
Bruin is definitely gonna go and try and show off. I help them.
24.
Okay, so it's not hard to see, but you see, I mean, it's still kind of in the distance, but the crate is metal, completely encased in metal. You can't see through it or anything. But with especially a high roll like 23, you see some of the workers that are pushing on the crate. I mean, it's a giant. It's probably the size of this room or something. But
Like a pod.
people that are pushing on this thing, they're wearing like these like blacksmith gloves. And there's just a bunch of them doing it, and they're slow. They're making leeway, but it's like a couple of feet at a time.
Hey, do we know what kind of merchant Jaquez deals with?
I forgot about him.
Because you said
no,
he's a
you
high
don't.
profile merchant.
You
Okay.
don't know at this point.
Okay.
And you guys really haven't asked questions, right? Just like, oh, okay, Jaquez. Okay, let's see. Yeah, so you guys kind of see this spectacle, and as you guys are kind of walking closer and closer to this ship, the party between like the four of you, you hear a voice from behind that goes, pardon me, and then like as you hear it, you kind of turn and you see like it's like a one wheelbarrow, and then a short, pretty short, like almost childlike figure run through two pigtails as they kind of push you aside, almost running you guys over. But it's like, pardon me, sorry, and then it's like you don't even really have time to stop this person, and it just kind of like goes through, and like you can see it weaving back and forth through all the supplies that are around. But as you follow this person, like visually, you see just passing this person is Jasper walking up to you guys. And Jasper says, "It's about time you guys made it here."
We'll be
It's
late.
pretty early. I feel like we're on time.
Is it one of those situations where like on time is 5 minutes late and 15 minutes early is on time?
Well, you can see around you that there's a lot of work to be done, and I don't see any work that you guys are doing.
We have to work? Well,
We're
we don't just charge by that?
This is part of the deal, kind of.
That's part of the deal.
Okay, so I was going on that.
I walk up to Jasper. I'm like, I really am not the manual labor kind of guy. So if you have if you want me to be in charge of people,
Prefer administrative roles.
yeah.
Well, about that, I think you have the wrong ship then.
Looks like someone's doing the night shifts cleaning the deck.
Listen here, I'm gonna take that as a joke, but
I was joking.
as the crew members of this here ship, your job is to do some general cleaning, like mopping the deck, cleaning out the latrine,
Oh no.
and just basically what the captain orders you to do. That said, there is one special job that I need to make sure it's done, and possibly one or two of you may need to be doing it.
Special.
Well,
It's hard
Well,
to
let's hear it.
explain, but I'll let you know on this tour that I'm about to give you.
Who's the
Right on.
captain?
Oh, sorry, what?
Who's the captain?
Okay. You guys are basically filling in all the names for this ship.
Oh, sick.
All right. I need 4 names, and I will randomly assign them to the people on the ship.
Luke Sampson.
Luke Sampson.
Just in case, he ever
I got
watches.
Clayton Rackham.
Ooh.
I need one with just a first name.
Honda.
Okay. All right, and the last name.
all right. Former Lord Baron Malchance.
What?
Wait, what?
Wait. Do you
He's
know
a
that?
former lord.
Do you know that
Bruin
Bruin's last
Malchance.
name is Malchance?
Man, that's a weird coincidence.
All right. Okay. All right. Former Lord Baron Malchance.
Lord, is it former Lord and Baron, or former Lord now Baron?
Former Lord, or now he's a Baron.
No,
That's
his parents just named him Baron. That's his first name.
Former Lord and Baron?
No, former Lord. Then his first name is Baron, last name Machamp.
Oh, okay.
His dad.
Oh, we're
has,
gonna
like,
have fun
one
with that.
chair.
Sorry, I just created a relative for you.
I mean,
Well,
Bruin.
That's not. Remember, it's not Bruin's real name.
Oh, we got him.
That's true.
I think you already
think
told
I
everybody this.
Baron.
What?
You didn't tell anybody your real name, but you did tell them that it wasn't your name.
I told him out of character, not in character.
Oh
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so you have these names. That said, Jasper says, "All right, coming on now. Got to show you the ins and out of this, of my baby here." That's weird.
Yeah.
So he basically starts walking. He's like, at some point you're gonna be back here loading this stuff up there, but we're gonna treat you nicely as guests for the moment. And he walks you up the ramp, and it's just this long ramp that goes up forever, and you finally get into the hull of the ship. Let's see. Hold up.
Mhm.
Okay. So as you enter the hull of the ship, you can see like where the ramp is loading up. It's the very bottom of this ship is just like you can see it being packed tightly with different goods and things, and like something that was packed in here was smelled strongly of spices, and it's like basically enveloping this whole bottom hull of the ship. And let's see. Yeah. So I mean, you're walking through this, and you can hear Jasper basically kind of giving you the tour. He's like, now here's everything, clearly where everything is stored. We like to keep all the heavy things underneath to make sure that it stays right side up, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
And he kind of walks you through, and you finally like after like running down this middle aisle, but nothing but on either side there's like just crates and everything stacked high and stuff. You eventually reach the inn, and it goes up these stairs, like probably a 4-person stair if you use. And it goes up and it wraps around and goes to the floor above. In the floor above, you see it's like almost like a hallway of a hotel. There's just kind of this long hallway that kind of bends and twists and turns. But on either side, every once in a while, you see a door. One says captain's quarters, and the next one says
First mate.
doesn't say first mate because the first mate sleeps with everybody else. But eventually you see all these different rooms for different purposes. There's like a crew meeting room. There's There's the latrines.
Officers.
Yes.
I think it's like the trains are just holes in the ship, right? So it's just like
Yeah. Hey, wait a second.
They got to store it somewhere, and
They can
This-
just fly out.
That's how the ship flies.
it's just like an airplane.
Lands on random people.
It's the first of its kind.
But there's like a mess hall and stuff like that. But eventually you you get to like these quadruple stacked bunk beds. And at the very, very end, there are some hammocks, double stacked, like between some pillars. And Jasper's like, well, this is the four of you will be sleeping. And he points.
The hammocks.
He like points over and then drops his hand to the floor, and you can see some like sheets laid out.
Oh.
Well, I would have given you better amenities. Yeah. But seeing how I was able to get you on last minute, 2 days before lunch, this is the best I can do.
You know, honestly, I've had worse.
Not really for me.
Okay. And he says, now let's head to the upper deck. Oh, sorry. Oh, yeah. So as you're going back down the hallway, you eventually hit a staircase. And halfway up this staircase, there is a pathway that leads to the left. But it's just kind of a narrow passageway. You could like almost miss it if you didn't see it. He goes, and you see Jasper stop right there at the middle of the staircase and go, so down that way is where I need the two of you specially assigned people to go. Now, I won't show you what's in there now because they're trying to get it set up. But in there, this is what I need you to do. On this trip, during various times,
Oh god.
you'll have to heat up coal and shovel it down a chute. A lot of coal and a lot of shoveling.
I will volunteer for this task.
Okay. Well, just work it out among you four. You can take shifts if you want, but make sure it gets done. And
Okay.
And like, let's just
he
for
says,
you know.
he says, and kind of follows up and says, I'm gonna have Captain Honda make sure it's done.
Just curious question: if the coal doesn't get shoveled down, let's say, like, heaven forbid, on our trip we're attacked, right? And it's like at the time that it needs to be shoveled in. What happens if it's not shoveled in?
Well, first of all, for you to insinuate that you're going to be attacked some thousands of feet in the air is absurd.
Jasper, my friend, I feel like you don't quite understand our luck.
I mean,
If we make it but a day into this travel without some sort of ill omen of becoming upon us, I will be stunned.
Listen, you're giving me second thoughts about inviting you onto my ship.
Oh, yes, it's a mistake you've already made, but you've made your bed. Time to lie in it.
I'm going to ignore what you just said.
Yeah, I don't, you know.
Listen, it's not hard. I just need you to shovel some hot coals down the chute.
I'm totally down to do that task. I really want to know what happens if we can't do it when it needs done. Worst case scenario. Hypothetical what if.
Worst case scenario, the ship falls.
Oh,
is it immediate or is it?
I just wanted Yeah, I
Yeah.
just wanted verbal confirmation as to that's what would happen. Got it.
Yeah. So make sure it happens. It's a very important task, and I couldn't just leave it up to some random crew member to do such a task. So
No, I understand. And like, I know.
it was
lots of
also the
questions.
reason why I was able to convince the captain to let you guys on, being specialized crew members.
Totally fine. Just ballpark it for me. How often does it need to happen? Just so I have a really good idea.
Maybe like actually be
Like
very
12
specific.
hours? Every start of the day?
Every 6 hours,
Every 6 hours. Got it. Thank you.
and not
It-
a minute too late.
It will never be a second late.
So 4 times a day. Got it? Cool.
Got it.
Got it.
All right, moving on. So he kind of takes you, leads you up the stairs all the way to the top onto the deck, and where's my image? He leads you to the very top, and it like you kind of get a sense that you're at the very back of the ship right now, and you it like, so at the top of the steps it like goes left and right. He says it doesn't matter which side you take, it all leads to the same place, but for us keeping us together, let's take the left. And he goes to the left, and it goes like, basically you're kind of going around the perimeter of the back of the ship, and you open the door to the back of the ship, and it opens up, and you are met with like open air, as you have kind of been traveling in the whole of the ship for a while. But you open up, and just air, the sky, as you are kind of elevated from the western plateau. You can see the sheath, and with the sword stuck through it, kind of off in the distance. But as you walk out onto the deck, there is a left wall that is housing some kind of like room. That's kind of in the middle of the ship. And you keep walking along this outside kind of like balcony area to the front of the deck. And as you clear the left wall, you see it opens up. There's other staircases that lead down from here to different various parts of the ship. And then looking forward up ahead, there's a little raised platform, like just 4 or 5 steps up, and it's another like open area, and you can see some people working there, trying to pull up things like crates and stuff, equipment up from the side with ropes. And then immediately to your left, like right near the front of this ship, there's a door, and it leads inside. Jasper goes, all right, just so you guys know, nobody goes in that room. That belongs to Jaquez.
Understood.
Yeah, we would
Okay.
never.
No.
All right, and to get to now, that's the helm of the ship. I don't remember the front. And you can see the little needle note poking out.
Pro.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know.
That's right. Prowl.
And then and if you circle back around the building, you see that there's another staircase leading to the top of the middle room, and that you can see clearly there's a steering wheel there. What's that called?
Steering wheel.
The wheel.
The wheel. Yep, it's right there. Now you don't see any giant pillars that stick up from the middle of the deck like you're used to seeing, because there are no sails. But you do see a flag in the back and stuff like that. So, what do you guys think? Impressed?
But yeah, it's actually pretty impressive.
It's very impressive. I am intrigued to see how it's going to fly us. I'm gonna
That's
be
the
honest with you,
beauty.
I'm terrified. Quite honestly.
And he kind of leans in and whispers, like, this has been a dream of mine since I was little. And he starts tearing up a little bit. And he's like, he can't like talk straight, so he kind of wipes his eyes a little bit. He goes, sorry. I'm just overwhelmed right now. But this, let's just say, what makes this fly took a lot of effort, a lot of money, but we were able to use nature for our benefit, and this will change the world. And as he says that, he like opens up his arms, and like the scene like backs out, and you go in to give him a hug. He was just like kind of change the world. He looks up at the sky. He goes, they're there. Yeah, we all get a little emotional.
I bet we could sell this for a lot of daggers.
Yep. You all right there, son?
So how much did this actually cost? Build.
I don't know the exact numbers. This is all paid for by Merchant Jaquez and the Guild of Merchants.
Oh, the rage.
What if we have one of our own?
Yeah, I would like a quote.
A quote.
Yeah, but just
Well, I suppose it could be done. Like a private ship.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He he has like just a couple of strings of beard hair like on his chin, and he's like just kind of like it's like, now there's a thought. Though it's nearly impossible. But if we had the right circumstances, I'll have to think about it. Let me get back to you on that.
Okay.
Yeah, in the quote, it's very specifically needs to be a horse at the front.
A horse?
4 of them, probably.
Maybe 4 horses.
Listen,
include that.
The decoration on the front of this ship wasn't my idea. That was all Merchant Jaquez.
It looks pretty sick.
Oh, well, I mean, whoever's paying for it gets to put what they want at the front.
What's the ship's name, by the way?
Unfortunately, I'm gonna have to reject answering that question until the grand reveal.
Oh, that's right.
All right, now you know everybody. Well, you know the ship now. I'm gonna introduce you to some important individuals that you should know about on this here ship. And he takes you like up the stairs to where the wheel is, and as you kind of break forth that lip where you can't see anything but the sky, and you kind of get to that upper deck, you see a man in a very tidy white, not tidy, tidy white,
tidy whiteys.
like a sailor suit, okay, and it's like cut off at the arms here, so no sleeves, and just jacked, right?
Tattoos.
And you see the tiniest little sailor hat on this man, but he's standing there with like authority, rippling muscle on one arm. You can see like an anchor. He's got a pipe in his mouth. And
Right now. Yeah.
and then standing right beside him, and you can see this guy like looking off the side of like to the side, like to the north, looking at the mountain range that's there, right? You can see besides this man in the tidy white sailor uniform, standing next to one that's in a tidy blue captain uniform, navy blue. Okay, and so it's these two men standing there, and you come up, and Jasper goes, "Captain," and you see him turn around, and the other man in white turns around as well. Goes, "I'd like to introduce the specialist crew members that I mentioned before. This here," and he goes down. It's like, please introduce yourself, and he like kind of ushers you guys to introduce yourself.
Murtag. At your service.
I'm Solaris.
I'm Norkel.
Bruin Malchance at your service.
And you see the captain like very intently looks you guys up and down, and goes, "I can work with this." And he looks over at Bruin's like, "Definitely that man over there." As you like with a strength score of 20, like is I'm
Yeah.
sorry, it's like you can't even hide
Yeah.
that.
Goodness. Can I use my ability to check out the guy,
Which one?
the captain?
Oh, the captain, not the guy that's in with
guy
the
or
rippling
the
arms.
Oh, whoever looks the most intimidating.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that's the guy in the white sailor suit,
Okay.
tidy white
Then
sailor
I'll-
suit. And the captain continues like, "Well, I am Captain Honda, and this is my first mate, Luke Sampson."
Can't wait for you to meet Paradox.
What was his name?
What?
What was the guy's name?
Luke Sampson.
Yeah, that's the
Did
first
you-
mate.
I bet he's pretty cool.
He's really tall. He's probably a head taller than the captain.
Are they both human?
Yeah, both human.
Is Captain Honda? How would you describe his skin tone?
Oh, he. So I would say his complexion's a little darker. His hair jet black. There's
Jet
definitely gray growing through it, especially right
It's
above
hard
the
to
ear.
tell. It's like he could be 70 or 30. It's like
Yeah,
hard to
yeah,
tell.
exactly. And he's got like a little beard and another beard, but they all kind of go down like this.
Yeah.
Like how like kind of like, you know, when like when a fool is like chewing on like a full man, like a fool of a man is chewing on like noodles. That's kind of like how it looks. Like a full man chewing noodles.
When chewing
Yeah.
I like
Jordan.
watching Jordan like realizing.
It took me a minute.
Okay. So, anyways, this is the captain and the first mate. The first mate comes up, real stand up-ish, and he goes, puts his hand down and shakes all of you guys. Welcome aboard, welcome aboard, welcome aboard, welcome aboard.
I try to shake his hand really hard. Really good handshake.
Like, roll a strength check.
-1. Could be worse. 4.
And it's like, he's like shaking your hand, and he's kind of like moving you around while he's shaking your hand. He's like, hey there, son, you can let go now.
Okay. Sorry. Sorry.
Okay. And Jasper's like, well, Captain, we won't take any much of your time now, so we'll all just get these folks organized and get the help and the rest of the crew. And you hear the captain go, well, carry on. And he turns around with first mate Luke Sampson. And they like turn back towards the mountain view and then starts talking about this and that. Although you can't really hear, they're kind of just muttering to each other. As you kind of walk back down the stairs, you're kind of finding like now like the staircase in the second deck, below deck, the first floor. I don't know. Anyways, you see like people are like moving more and more. There's like more crew members out and about trying to get things organized and stuff like that. So there's an indication that the load up process is getting like a lot of it's done now, right? This is the last fewer items, so things are being like they're kind of settling into their own place. Jasper's like, now just so you know, Jaquez will probably be here about 2 hours before launch. Now, when that time comes, I need you guys to be lined up. He'd like to inspect the crew. Okay. And you'll be lined up at the outside the ship on ground floor.
Understood.
Great.
Understood.
Now, as walking past different crew members, one crew member comes up to you guys and says, Masterwork JC, Masterwork JC, because nobody knows him as Jasper. I think Jasper is his order name. Although the captain did call him Jasper. The captain called him JC. Just like why.
Okay.
All right, so it's like Masterwork JC, and he's Masterwork JC, and then like he turns around. Hey, just so you know, everything's loaded up, and it looks like are these the new crewmates that you brought up to the ship? And who's this guy? And he like comes up and he stares right at you. He's like only about a head taller than you, Murtag, but he's like, oh, it's like a little short one. He's gonna do anything on this ship? And he like he's like fast talking, doesn't really let anybody answer, but finally he like says something about you and looks over at JC, and JC's like, well, I haven't had much personal experience with the young man, but he seems capable. Well, there was that one time he did lose that one thing, but he's capable, I suppose.
I'm pretty skilled.
And you hear this young crew member go, skilled at what?
Like, kind of a lot of things that are random.
Well, anyways, it doesn't really matter. Just so you know, my name is Clayton Rackham. Pleased to meet you. And I guess I'll be seeing you around. And he doesn't even say bye, he just leaves. Clayton Rackham. That name is brought to you our Patreon, Kevin Wang. So thank you, Kevin Wang, for that name. Okay. So I was like, I'm still not sure what to say about that kid. Anyways, if you don't want to be distracted, don't want your day wasted away, that's probably best to avoid him. As you can tell. And he walks off. All right, follow me. And he kind of takes you back out onto the ground floor. And goes,
Do we pass through like the cargo hold again?
yeah,
to get
for
to
sure.
that place? I'm gonna go ahead and pop a locate object and see if there are any more of those little fucking orbs hidden anywhere around here.
Like those.
The like death smoke ones. the Mox.
Can you imagine this big ship just black smoke fuming out of it?
I can. This is very much what's
Okay,
the,
so what-
the Heisenberg?
How does
Is that the name of the Zeppelin?
Berg.
locate object?
Yep.
It's like in Avengers, how all the
I guess I should probably have had the spell pulled up, huh?
all the bad ships are like spewing black smoke.
Describe or name an object that is familiar to you. Distance, direction, location within 1,000 feet of you. Okay, yeah. If the object is within motion, okay.
The ship is full of them. The whole class.
Located.
What Akira Blast. Sunset Campaign.
Oh, but the spell can't locate any object if it's any thickness of lead, even a thin sheet. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, true.
So, this whole ship is made
I think
of
it's
lead. I'm kidding.
The lead balloon.
So
I jump off.
As you cast the spell, let's see, it lasts up for 10 minutes. Did you bring a forked twig with you?
Yep.
Sweet. Okay.
It's in my components pouch. Next to my bone dust, incense, and ivory, I think.
Okay. So you cast a spell and you are locating a object that you are very familiar with at this point. And you shoot it out in every direction, basically covering the entire ship and then some. And you do not find a single object that you are familiar with as far as this orb goes.
Okay.
That smirk.
Okay.
Sign.
All right, so
Please.
as you you're doing this as you're walking through the cargo hold, right?
Yeah, I would have tried to do it to where I could hit as much of the ship as possible. So, like,
Yeah.
that's why I didn't know like how we were gonna
So
walk
it's
through.
shorter than a football field. So if you are walking through it, like you'd cover the whole thing pretty well.
Cool.
Okay. So with that said, you guys finally make it out to the ground floor. Jasper says, "All right, that concludes our tour. Any questions?"
Nope.
Is
Do I
there any-
need to start shoveling that coal now, or
Oh no.
is that a little more like when we're ready to launch kind of thing?
Yeah, it would probably be close. Actually, I would say the ship is probably well fed at this moment.
Okay.
It would probably be 6 hours in the trip before you have to do anything.
Understood.
All right.
All right. Well, just so you know, I'll be here for the launch, but I will not be going with you guys on this trip. As I gotta stay here and run my tea shop.
Oh.
So take care of
Understood.
everything.
Will do.
Let's see. So just to reiterate, what are your jobs?
I think
Menial work.
coal digging,
I should.
shoveling.
And
If we shovel coal, is that our only job, or like
when you're
do we need to,
shoveling
like, do,
coal,
like,
that would be your
cleaning and
job
stuff?
for the moment.
Well, I think it's pretty important, that
I'll
we
shovel coal.
will probably be freed up to do that, right?
And that is precisely why you have 4 of you young gentlemen.
Yeah, but like every
Boys.
6 hours.
lads? I
Lads.
think I've got an expert way to handle that task. Don't you worry.
All right.
I mean, I don't think. I mean, it'll take 6 hours. Divided by 4, that means one of us is doing something the whole time.
Wait,
And
We're
honestly,
gonna see if we
probably
can
to do
automate
2.
this process.
are you gonna cast unseen servant or something? Just
No, they can only lift like 5 pounds. I got a different idea. I don't know exactly how many spell slots it'll take me to do it, but I'm willing to try it out for the first few days, or for the first time at least.
Okay, so he goes, all right, seems like you guys all have it under control. So I'll leave you to it. There's still some things to pack. Go ahead and get to it. Remember, be here in roughly about 2 hours so we can have Merchant Jaquez inspect you all. That said, I'm gonna go do some inspections. Let's see. Okay. So he kind of. I guess do you guys know the duration of the trip?
I don't think
No
so.
clue.
I just know it's a few days, right?
Yeah, it's a few days. So normally it would take like a few weeks.
Yeah.
To get there. But the trip is pretty much like a third of the trip. So it'd take roughly about 4 days.
Okay.
Mm.
Okay.
So we
Let's
have
do-
2 hours just to do.
I'm sorry.
We have 2 hours just to do whatever, or what's
I
going
think
on?
we have
Yeah,
to load
so
up
you're
stuff.
gonna be like kind of doing still like loading up the ship, what's remaining.
Gotcha.
All right, so you see Jasper like kind of just walk off back into the ship. Assuming, is there any of you that refuse to do any loading of the ship?
No, I'm gonna help out. I was clearly.
Pick the smallest items.
Yeah.
He's just picking up one box and moving it back and forth.
Yeah, so with that said, like you guys kind of like you know what, I want you guys to roll strength checks, all of you. Let's see your work ethic.
Could it be athletics? Can we do athletics?
That's Kennedy.
Okay. It's so much better.
18.
That's good.
13.
Oh. Team as well.
23.
23, 18. What did you guys get?
13.
13s.
13s. Okay. The two of you, Norqual and Solaris, at some point during your shift, you guys are moving, like work ethic, like high. And at some point, you see one of the kind of the leaders of the loading crew, someone with like a whiteboard, a job that is highly sought after by this group. But he makes note of it, and eventually, kind of one of the errand boys that are part of the cruise ship, not cruise ship, crew ship. They run up to you. It's like, Mister, and he like pulling on your black cloak or whatever, and he goes, "This is from the crew leader," and he hands it to you. It's like, it's a gold piece for your work, and he does the same thing for.
Ooh. I bite it. Is it real?
You almost bite through it. That you bit so hard.
Oh.
Okay. The rest of you did not get anything. And at some point, someone like walks past Bruin and goes, "That's showmanship muscle, isn't it?" And he walks off.
They're silicone injections.
It's like natty or not.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see. Oh, sorry. And you also did that skill thing, right? Luke Sampson? What are you trying to find out?
Strength, if it's superior, inferior, or equal.
Let's see.
Strength score
What is your strength score?
is 20.
20? With modifiers and everything? It doesn't matter. Oh, it's just strength score, right?
It's just the base skill, yeah, like 20 or 18 or whatever.
I can do 3 of these, I think, right?
You can do 2.
Regard to 2 of the following characters.
2 of the following. Yeah.
Total class levels.
It is not superior. What's the opposite?
Inferior.
Inferior to your strength
Okay.
score.
And then, does he have any class levels? Probably don't.
Does he what?
Does he have any class levels? Like, is he higher, lower, or equal to level?
It would be lower.
Okay.
You are superior in every way to this individual. He just
you
genetically happened to be taller than you.
This is dangerous territory.
You lads, we can do it. Ship us out.
You want to get a femur lengthening surgery?
Nope.
Looking like in Gattaca.
I say we all do pirate tattoos while we're here, though.
Oh, dude, I'm down.
So
Back
about an hour before Jaquez show up, you guys are able to get all your tasks done thanks to the efforts of Norcool and Solaris. This is a free hour to do what you will.
I would like to buy dress whites, like a sailor.
To look like Luke Sampson.
Either tan or whites.
Which one do you prefer?
Whites, and then tan would be second.
Tidy whites?
Dress whites, yeah. Not
Okay.
tight white.
I have a quick question.
Yep.
So remember when I
5 silver.
animated that skeleton?
Wait, what?
What do you say? Remember when I animated that skeleton and we made him like an archer?
Yes.
I'm fairly positive we kept his bones in the bag of holding for me to reanimate whenever I wanted.
Oh my goodness.
Can you confirm that, Kevino?
I do not have that in there.
Okay.
I have-
Random question.
Okay.
I have it's entropy, right?
Yeah.
I have his weapons.
Okay.
I don't.
Ballpark it for me. How far is like
The
the
nearest.
nearest graveyard? just rough estimate.
Okay. That's just weird. Okay, nearest graveyard. I'll tell you what. Roll a d4 for me. And if you roll anything outside of a 1, it will be more than an hour to get there and back, and for you to dig the grave.
Wait.
So you have a
So
1
I
in
got
4
a
chance
4.
to find the graveyard.
No, I got a 4.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh,
So I
you already
don't
rolled?
do it.
Yeah. He
Hey,
rolled.
when you said roll a d4, I rolled it.
Sorry, I was a little.
I
If
just-
you roll before, it's a little anticlimactic. There's like no build-up, man.
I know. I don't know why I did it. I was just already playing with the d4. I just threw it.
Anyways,
All right.
so you, if you remember correctly, you asked around. Where's the nearest graveyard?
We could always just kill somebody.
Oh gosh.
Yeah.
In that.
It
I mean,
wouldn't be.
someone's bound to die on this trip, and
That's
they're
true.
about
It
to
wouldn't be a sack of
shovel
bones.
coal.
It would be a. I mean, I guess technically it's a sack of bones, but
That's fine. Either one. Bones makes an archer. Flesh makes a zombie with a weapon. It doesn't matter.
So
They're all gonna shovel coal either way.
so
Is there any?
It's like Pirates of the Caribbean.
so
yeah, I'm so stupid. I made that that place kind of secluded, so if you stuffed someone back there, nobody would nobody would ever know.
Go look.
We haven't seen you put coal in there in forever.
How was the shit flying? We barricaded the door shut.
Oh, we had to kill somebody.
All right. Sorry.
Okay. Yeah, sorry, you're not able to find a place that you can get done within an hour.
Yeah.
Try and get mine real quick so you can kill the person.
Where's that kid at?
For your
Look how much money I have.
for your sailor outfit, just write down 2 silver pieces, or take off 2 silver.
oh, I'm gonna go to Solaris, and I'm gonna reach into the bag of holding, and pull out the pearl that we got,
Oh yeah.
and hand it to him.
The pearl?
I think this is probably best used for you. Here you go.
Like Pearl of Power.
Oh,
thing.
right.
Now, I can't tell you if the spell's been over. I don't know.
It's got an
Overdid
identify
it.
spell on it.
Yeah.
Can I? Do I have to attune to it? I have to attune to it, right?
Whoever is going to use it has to attune to it.
Do you want me to put a spell in it, and one of you guys attune to it, or you want me to hold on to it?
I mean, yeah, Brune will take it.
Okay. You just let me know what spell you want me to put into it.
Oh shoot, I need to look that up.
It's level 3 or lower, and it will charge after 1 day.
Dang it! I should have
It
said
will
level
recharge?
2.
Yeah.
And no,
It's
you
a
can't. You
racket.
can't put 3 level 1 spells in it.
No.
It's the size of a racquetball.
Right. I'll be specific.
Oh, this will be fun. I put a spell in it, but I'm not going to tell you
Oh,
what it is.
oh,
You just let me know when you want to use it if it comes up, and I'll let you know what it is.
Oh, this is
wait a second.
Russian roulette.
Wait, so is Bruin holding on to it, but he doesn't know what it is?
Yeah, like you give it, like Norco hand it to Solaris, and you just saw like Solaris's hand light up, and he just gives it to you. There you go.
Well, at least it's not a fireball spell.
It's just fireball on self.
Hey, I'm gonna take that scroll out of
On a ship.
Wait, what did you say? So
there is a
Wait.
spell on it.
no,
You
but
just don't know what it is.
what did Kevin say? I thought.
I'm just saying, I'm removing that out of the bag of holding.
Gotcha. I'll put pearl power on my thing.
Pearl power.
Pearl power.
Here's what I've written down. It's in the chat.
Dude, there's some pretty good some motivational speech, probably. No.
Yeah, and to cast the spell, you have
Yeah.
to say something.
Toe wiggle.
It would be better if Bruin, in character, in epic moment character, say something dramatic before he uses the spell.
I will do that.
I will tell you one thing about it. That way you understand
Okay.
how it works. Whenever you decide to cast it, it's gonna be a melee effect that it
Oh.
puts on you.
Melee. Gotcha.
Yeah. So it's not like it's not gonna be a range thing.
Gotcha.
he's like 10 feet away. Goes. It does nothing.
Just
So
touch.
don't get hit by a spell
Oh.
because it
So
will
what-
override it.
Well. Ooh.
Hey, but you can use that spell that you got hit by.
True.
True.
All right. Done.
I'm gonna
Okay,
write
remember
down
it's
what I'm doing.
once per long
Per day.
rest.
Once per
Okay.
dawn.
Oh, sorry, once
You-
per day. Once per day. Sorry.
Yeah, you said once per day.
Yeah. I forgot that you can long rest and potentially use it like 3 times. Well, you can only long rest once, right? So really only twice in one day.
Oh, man.
Wait, how long is a long rest?
6 to 8
8
hours
hours.
or something.
I think it's 3 for me. As of now.
No, but I
Yeah,
think you
it's
can
shorter for now.
only force yourself to do one long rest, right? Per so many hours.
I have no idea.
I have no
Otherwise,
idea.
you just lie awake and can't do anything.
You
take
can't, you
caffeine
can't rest.
shots.
You only
You
lay
just-
there.
It's like I'm not tired though.
Okay. Let's do a break there. We're gonna take a short break. It's a good stopping point as any. Let's say like 10 minutes, and then we'll get back and finish out the rest of this night.
Sounds good.
Alrighty.
Hmm.
Yo. You wanna play Overwatch after this? Rev is asking me.
I'll let you know after. Maybe, probably.
Okay.
I feel like my arms are getting smaller.
Sorry, what?
I feel like my arms are getting smaller.
Smaller? Why you say that?
I don't know. Just not eating enough.
Dang, dude.
Gotta get jacked.
Noah, are you planning on taking the PE?
Yes. But I haven't signed up for it.
Oh.
I'm kind of dreading it.
Oh.
It's a lot easier than the FE.
You think so?
The FE, I mean, there was just a lot of theoretical stuff, right?
Yeah. Is the PE basically just look up the formula?
The PE morning half was easier version, and then the
Huh.
afternoon, whatever field that you sign up.
Yeah. Dude, did you get a raise? Did
Nope.
you talk to your boss about that?
Any bonus?
No, it's basically I'm waiting for our division head to open a position. So I
Oh.
don't know if it'll be before this year or after.
Dang, dude.
I gotta wait.
I wonder if you're gonna be able to like ever build like a full-on bridge, like just like oh that's the Tevin bridge, or like the
Dude, you could. Technically.
hey, well, technically, but like I don't know, one that's like well known.
Was it hard to like do the application?
You talking about the PE application?
Yeah.
No, they take a lot of your application, schools and all that to see this website account,
Okay.
and then you're gonna need 5 references, 3 PEs, and 2 non-PE.
Oh, okay.
Oh, shoot! Really?
Yeah. So,
Yeah, it's funny. I've worked for 3 PEs since I've been at VecTech. It's been like perfect.
yeah,
But they've
yeah.
all left.
Oh,
So now
I mean,
this-
you
yeah.
can still ask them. That's the thing. You
Yeah.
worked on.
It's just funny because they like have slowly been getting less and less.
Well, let me know if you need a PE. I got you.
Oh yeah, yeah. Oh, when did you work with Kevin?
You know, many years ago.
Yeah, we painted together, I think, or something.
Wait, Kevin, did you ever work on the FPF building?
Oh yeah,
Like technically,
we put the roof on. Remember that?
so you did
The whole sanctuary.
the what?
It was, what was it? The Joel Person Company.
I
Yo, this is so good.
Yes, it
Nerds?
is.
Nerds? Oh,
Yep.
dude, those are so good.
Those
Those
are
are
the
bomb.
balls. There's like, are those like the nerd ropes, but like clusters?
Mm-hmm.
Those things are good.
Super
Dude,
good.
those are really good for biking. Just like
Wow.
instant sugar.
Literally everyone I showed it to, they're like, man, those are so good. I don't even know where you find them.
I'm finding in the basement of our workplace.
Just stealing someone's
Dollar General has them.
Walmart has them.
All right,
Yeah.
let's take a vote. How many people think there's gonna be an encounter?
Uh,
I vote a dragon.
Like, eventually there's going to be an encounter.
eventually. Yeah.
I'm anticipating we roll one towards the end of the session and we pick it up next week.
Well, we do move
That's my prediction.
slow, so. I will say our
I watched
RPing has
enough
gotten a
episodes of
lot
Critical
better.
Role where they travel over planes. I don't trust it.
It's definitely different than it used to be.
Okay, so we have 2 for an
I don't-
encounter.
I don't know.
I don't know either.
You know, in Voranism, predicting the future is not allowed, so
True.
yeah.
I can change it on the spot. Like that one time, that Solaris casted a spell to locate an orb, but I conveniently placed it behind a
Yeah.
large metal crate.
John placed it there after he read the effects of that spell. I was like, oh,
Yeah.
nope, I let
Oh, thank goodness I remembered to put that lead crate there.
Mm-hmm. Wow. Yeah, that would be crazy if I actually put an orb on this ship.
Who would be the bad guy though?
I actually didn't even think about it.
Oh, good. Insight check.
On John.
20.
Let's see. I rolled a 13.
You lying?
Did you roll a 20?
Oh, I guess I added Solaris' modifier. I got an 11. You're right.
Okay.
Wait, what? Oh, yeah.
Yeah, what's Jordan's modifier?
On a reading people, -10.
I say it's like for everyone, it should be just like 0. Like you just can't tell if someone I mean, you can to some degree, but you usually can't tell if someone's lying or not.
Depends on the person.
It depends on the person, but like,
No.
what was it?
So I developed this bad habit of enjoying jokes just for myself. And I think it came from Noah, honestly. Like the joke doesn't have to mean anything for anybody, but as long as I find enjoyment out of it, I will say
That's
it.
all that matters.
Those are the best jokes.
And so among my coworkers and the people that I teach, they're like, we just don't know if John's like kidding or not. Like we don't know if he's serious. And it's like frustrating. And like I am now known as that guy. They just can't tell. And I think they get annoyed at it.
That's pretty funny.
I don't know. As long as you're happy.
It's just like I'm like, I don't know, I would say something and I just kind of dead face it. And like people are like, did he really just say that?
Yeah. Oh, it's hilarious.
Yeah. I do get frustrated sometimes when I think I feel like I'm being like obviously sarcastic about something, and like people just kind of believe it. Like it's like wait,
Oh yeah, yeah.
I love it so much.
just like oh no, you like say something that's like awful, kind of as a joke, like, oh yeah, and then they like just straight up believe you. It's like, no, I would never.
Yeah. It's like when I make racist jokes. They're like, John, I can't believe you just said that. Well, okay. My racist joke today was I can't remember what we were talking about. But I said something. Oh yeah. Oh, so yesterday some of the mentees had dressed up as some of the mentors, but nobody dressed up as me. I was like, oh, I get it. Nobody wanted to be yellow faced, and and I was like. Then I took it a step further. I was like, you know what? It actually wouldn't be that hard. All you have to do is take masking tape and tape it backwards. And I got so many dirty looks. I'm like, I'm Asian. I can do this.
Oh, it's so funny.
Such a. I
would have never in a million years pictured you saying that, John.
I'm Asian. I can't be racist. It's just a joke if I say it. It's racist if you say it.
Yeah. Yeah. Goodness.
So anyways, I get in trouble for that kind of stuff. But anyways.
That's pretty funny.
Okay. I wanted to get something ready, but yeah, I'll just wait. During the break, I was supposed to be doing something, but Kevin kept asking me questions, and then no one wanted to talk. So
I was just making it on the spot.
We're probably not a battle map.
Can we say that Bruin used that hour to like buy beds?
So resuming, we'll say what Noah went and found a sailor suit. Solaris looked for a graveyard.
Tried. Couldn't find it.
Okay, and what did you do, Bruin?
He went and bought like bedding for the guys.
Oh, for everybody, like bedrolls.
Or bed, like whatever would work.
Okay, I'd say all the poles.
Oh yeah, is there a place in the galley for us to put like hammocks?
Yeah, so all the poles kind of been used up. Like, they're fitting a bunch of people onto one ship, right? So it's like it's packed.
You know, I forgot. We all have bedrolls, don't we?
Mm-hmm. We do.
Okay, then scratch that. I think Bruin is good. Spend that time to buy rope and a mirror.
The rope comes back. So you're getting a 40-foot rope this time, and you still have a 30-foot rope somewhere, right?
We've got a 50-foot rope in the bag of holding.
Oh.
Yeah, no, Bruin wants his own.
Okay.
Okay.
So you went and bought rope and what?
And a mirror, if you can find it.
Rope and mirror. Go and roll an investigation check while I look up the price of these items.
Okay.
Though I've been making the price of everything that you guys bought so far.
13 investigation.
You find them.
Alright.
Are you buying a silk rope or a hempen rope?
Silk sounds pretty luxurious.
So the weight of a hempen rope is 10 pounds. It's 1 gold piece.
Yeah.
A silk rope is 5 pounds, half the weight, at 10 gold pieces.
Yeah, it's gonna splurge. It's gonna get silk rope. Well, it depends. How much is a mirror? Because
let me see.
you might not be able to afford it.
A steel mirror is 5 gold pieces.
Okay, then he'll get the silk rope and the mirror then.
Okay. Oh, the steel mirror is a handy tool when you want to look around corners. Signal friends with sunlight. That's kind of cool. Okay. So you fork over. Do you want to haggle a little bit, or?
He's not good at haggling, so he's just gonna
Buy
fork
it
it
straight up.
over.
Okay, 15 gold pieces.
Yes.
All right, and you do so, and you get your rope and mirror. I'm excited. I like these kind of random purchases to find out what you do with it, or not do anything with it.
That might be the case. We'll see.
Okay. Kevin, Norcool, did you want to do anything?
What was that?
Did you want to do anything with your hour?
Look for more food for the party.
More food. Okay. There is a mess hall.
Never
I'm just
mind.
saying, there's like they feed the workers,
Okay, never mind.
unless you just wanted to snack or something.
I've really got nothing to do.
Okay, cool.
Just kind of lounge around.
All right. So, as the hour nears its end, you see a small parade of wagons and carriages show up. And in the carriage, this extravagant-looking carriage, like gold trimmed doors and stuff, being pulled by one of those beer horses,
Clydesdale.
Clydesdale. A pair of Clydesdale pulling an extravagant carriage steps out. What you assume to be Jaquez, Master Merchant Jaquez, one of the wealthiest merchants in Espa, though probably doesn't hold a stick to one of the wealthier merchants of Leandria. However, in his own right, he has made a name for himself in Espa and somehow managed to provide the funds for this airship. He is hoping to make even more money with this airship, with the trade deals that he will be able to provide on a expedited path from between Espa and Leandra and anywhere else. That is kind of the general talk you get from like the crew members and stuff as you guys have kind of been around, right, for the last 2 hours. The man steps out, and it's not a one step off the carriage, it's a 2-step off the carriage. That's how, like, this is the real
It's
deal.
lifted.
Yeah.
It's like a
He
Chevy
steps
truck.
off, and you can see the shiny black shoe as the camera pans in on that, and then pulls out, and you see a man in, it's like a pinstripe suit, but it's like a pinstripe robe, if you will. And he steps out, and you can see his crew cut hair, very slicked back. It's like it's brown hair, and he's got a thick mustache, clean shaved all the way around, and he looks like a Mexican gangster, like, oiled up, like
Oh.
there's got to be a little dirty money in there somewhere kind of guy, So he steps out, and his people probably rest their chin height about 3 inches from their Adam's apple. His is a good like 5. And he at this point, every crew member is lined up along this pathway to the ship, the airship, and on both sides. And it's a very like, it's not just one line, it's like maybe 2 deep, and it's a very like imperial Darth Vader walkthrough scene, as him and his entourage of other well-dressed members. And he walks a couple paces and he looks at the different sailors, if you will, crew members. And not everybody's wearing like, your white sailor suits. But there are a couple that are wearing them, and most of them are wearing their like regular work clothes, and they're dirty and they're sweaty. Despite the chilly morning air, a lot of people are like dressed for like heat, right? So he goes around and he inspects. And he's impressed with what's been going on, and he takes his big thick beard, he like twirls a little bit, pulls it off, but you can see that upon closer inspection, most of the girth is here right under the nose, but you can see 2 little strands that kind of circle up. So eventually he made his way down to you guys, and you guys are like lined up in the back or in the front?
Back.
In the back.
Yeah.
He looks at the gentleman in front of Norqual. There's a guy that's standing right in front of you, and he inspects the gentleman. He looks at him, and then he takes just fraction of a second of a glance at you, Norqual. And he keeps going. And he finally, he goes through Solaris, who's almost kind of blends, not precarious just because he's wearing all black. He kind of almost skips over you. But he does land on Bruin. You were, Norqual, you were kind of, Murtagh, you're kind of short, so it kind of just glanced over your head as he's walking past. And you're kind of behind someone. But he gets to Bruin, and there's a, impressed look, strength 20 here. So, so after a little bit, he walks by, and it's like a group of other merchants as well. It's kind of his inferiors, if you will. But they eventually, this group of merchants with their respected secretaries and bodyguards, they kind of move into the ship, assumingly to tour it. After that, everybody kind of release their breath and then kind of go about their business.
Do we see JC or Jasper anywhere?
I would say Jasper was on the top of the ramp with the captain and the first mate receiving the merchants.
Okay. I don't know why, but I just had this weird feeling that Jacques was Jasper, because he kept saying JC. I don't know why.
Wow, Jacques was a name that these kids came up
Kevin.
with.
Kevin.
That was John.
So, with that said, everybody disperses. If you guys have unless you guys wanted to do something, I'll just fast forward. Okay.
Sounds good.
Eventually, everything is loaded up in the ship, and basically at this point, at some point, the ship loads up, and the ramp retracts, and you guys are working on the deck, getting things where they need to be prior to launch, making sure things are strapped down and stuff like that. And as you're working on the deck here, you can hear the noise steadily increases, and if you peer over the ledge of the ship, you can see that there a large crowd of Espians have gathered on this momentous occasion. And if you look down, you can see different people show up. Some people, the Saxton sisters show up. And you can see Catherine and Michaelan there. Okay. You also see Gerard and Marie, along with little Samantha. Some of the royal family members showed up. You can see Prince Jathan, who there's kind of like a bittersweet kind of look on his face, like in awe of the ship, but also bitter that he's not on it. Princess Vanilla is also beside him, along with Prince Halford, who's gathering his own admiration of people around him. This guy is a walking popular figure, you know, very loved by the people of Espa, especially being a very eligible bachelor, by the way. Let's see. You do not see the king. You don't see any of the royal other, like Magistrate Silas or General Etheron. But you do see like different people that you've like kind of met through your trip here. Even some of your neighbors have showed up. Can't remember them. I don't remember that neighbor that you gave a free basket to. But anyways, he's there.
Do we all like stand on the side of the ship as it flies away?
What?
Like in the Navy, they always stand on the side of the ship.
Oh, like on the railing?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Yeah. So you guys are standing there, I guess. But there's like really just, you know, maybe 6 or 7 of you guys there. But so at this point, you hear off in the distance, way down at the ground, a man, a little man that's kind of a little bit of hunchback to him, but this is, you know him as Jasper. But he's down there, and he is talking to the crowd. He says, and you guys are like getting ready to launch, and he's addressing the crowd, and he goes, "The citizens of Espa, I am JC, a humble tea shop owner, but also the master craftsman of this here ship." And there's a lot of pride in his voice as he's talking. "This is a momentous occasion for us Espian and for humanity. And as you see before you is no mere ship, but a ship that soars through the air." And you can hear like a couple of like children like wowing and and some people clapping like throughout the whole thing. And he goes on, kind of draws it out a little bit. And he goes, "I have poured my life into this ship, and I can proudly say I have done a good job. Here before you is the ship." And he like does this thing where he opens his arms and he looks up in the sky, and he's like standing at the front, right? And there's this huge crowd and the big ship behind him, and the angel with its wings spread out in front of the hole. And you see these 2 spokes right? The two beams that go straight out, they shift, and you guys can hear it up in the you can kind of feel it too up in the deck, and it shifts, and it doesn't really splinter, but you can feel gears moving beneath you as it click 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 click, and then from the beams it splits into 3 parts. There's one part in the middle that stays straight, and then 2 parts up and down that starts going out, down and up, kind of pivoted at the kind of the shoulder, and it spreads up and down, and kind of like an X-wing, okay, but with 6 wings instead of 4.
Mm-hmm.
And this here I shall name Pyropeller. And as he says this, where the very edge of the where the wings kind of touch is a giant ring of fire.
Oh, jeez.
And it just makes this big circle around the whole ship. Like, so it's like this, the ship, and then the big circle around it. And what you see is not exactly like this, but it is similar. Hold up. I'm gonna put it in Discord.
Pyropeller.
Pyropeller.
Pyropeller. I don't foresee anything bad happening.
Okay, so it's there. You can see the picture there in the chat. So that's kind of the general look of it. There's obviously an angel at the front because you guys decided I needed to add something there.
I mean, you could have said no.
We could have just.
Hey, this is just as part of
Wait.
your story as is mine.
Is it in Discord?
Yeah.
I don't see it.
It's just taking a while to load.
Oh,
Wow.
I guess it is a pretty big picture, is it? Oh, maybe I have to hit enter.
I'd have to.
Maybe I have to send the picture.
Oh, there we go. Oh, that's cool.
Oh,
Alright.
damn. But like the ring is further back towards the helm.
Yeah, and then there's 6 of those little ring holder placement things.
That's insane.
Okay.
Yes.
And as he like kind of does this and introduces the pyropeller, you feel it's not like unbearable heat, but you still feel a warmth around the ship, right? And it is definitely like of fire, as far as you guys know. And you it's like there's a slight hum to it, but it's not like annoying or anything like that. That's just like kind of the fire that's burning around the ship. And it's pretty extended pretty far out from you. So that's that. With that, you can, as the rings form around the ship, you can feel the ship move and like almost like lift off of its scaffolding and the beams that are holding it up before it was set in flight mode. And as it lifts up, it's kind of this like almost a weightless feeling as it kind of like shifts back and forth. And you guys lift higher and higher, and you can just see, like, you can hear the clapping and the cheering, and there's like confetti being sprayed everywhere as this whole charade, right? And just imagine like, I don't know, the front of the ship and this big ring just forms around it as you're looking from the crowd, and just this whole thing is going on. and it pulls up back, and as it turns, you can see all the you guys and the sailor are all waving down the crowd as the ship begins to leave. And the captain's up there with Luke Sampson as well. Captain, what's his face? Captain Honda.
Okay.
So, you do see on Captain Honda there is a parrot there on his shoulder. But
I swear to God, that better be bear malchance.
he pulls, and then, as it turned, you can just, the roar and cheer, and then finally you see the ship kind of pull off and head west towards the opposite direction of the sun.
West.
West. Yeah.
We don't know that. It's fantasy world.
Yeah.
The sun actually rises north to south here.
Sometimes. On every other day. So as it takes off, you as the sailor on the deck, you can feel you can see the ring of fire forming almost a tube as it propels the ship forward, like a tube of fire, and then you can feel the wind kind of blow through the deck, and it's going decently fast, like faster than any ship you've been on, and it seems to be riding higher and higher. I wouldn't say this is like airplane height. You're not like breaking like 2 layers of clouds or anything like that to get into the upper atmosphere, but this is like it's a good distance where you're not hindered by land, like as far as like mountains, unless they're giant. But it's flying through the air, and let's see. So as you guys kind of get to a cruising speed, as it stops its ascent, you get to kind of this cruising speed. It does slow down a tad bit, but to kind of like where the wind isn't just like hindering all your senses or anything like that. It slows down, and you guys are like, you hear the captain from the upper deck yell down to all the crew members, and he says, "All right, lads, it's back to work, each and every one of you." And you can kind of see the sailors dispersing. What do you guys do?
I start counting 6 hours from now.
Okay.
Bruin also does that. He's gonna see if he can try to help with like the galley stuff, like the food.
Oh, okay.
That's his like extra duty or whatever.
Okay.
Murtagh just turns into a cat to avoid having to work.
You just kind of find a nice quiet place.
Yeah, just like a warm spot.
Okay.
Follow
Norcool,
the crew.
as you are like walking to do whatever, you see one of the crew leaders come up to you. He says, "Norcool, right?"
Norcool.
Right, Norcool. You're part of that special assignment crew member task people, right?
Yes.
Okay, well, Captain gave me strict orders to make sure that on the 6th hour of our trip, some coals that you need to report to the coal room.
Okay.
Oh, thank God, someone's gonna tell us.
So, remember, which hour?
6.
Good. Now make sure you spread the word to your other companions.
Got it.
Carry on. So he like takes off. So what do you do?
Does anyone get like very seasick? Like just horribly seasick?
Who does?
I've been thinking about rolling to see if Solaris is afraid of heights.
Yeah.
I need to big
I'm gonna do it.
ship where you can kind of avoid it, as long as you don't look over the side.
On a 1 through 3, I'm afraid of heights. 4 through 6, I'm fine. I'm fine.
Okay.
As we're like, Solaris is just gonna like help clean the. Do you have to swap the deck on an airship since there's no war? How does that work? I do whatever menial task
Good
is
point.
set out before me.
Yeah, there's no.
Bird poop.
Yeah,
bird poop.
Bird poop.
There we go. It's now apropos poop deck. All right, makes sense.
Take birds off the deck.
Yeah. I like that.
Like where
I'm
the
like-
angel is, it's just like covered in like, like bugs and stuff that hit against it.
I'm just constantly casting spiritual weapon to make like a squeegee and just fucking these birds. But no, like as I'm like doing just like pretty menial work that he was like used to doing like in the temple when he was growing up.
Okay.
I'm just gonna
Yeah,
like
that
start
makes sense.
thinking back to like when he first started like to get powers related to serving this god, and then like going through and like getting his mission from him to go out and stop the Weaver.
Mhm.
And then he's gonna keep thinking about that. Stop the Weaver. Stop the Weaver. Stop the Weaver. Stop the Weaver. And he's just thinking about every time he's failed. When he couldn't get him to divulge information, when he was in Kael'Wood,
Mhm.
when the 2 members they killed before they could get any information out of them on the road to Espa, not being able to stop Jameson. And he's gonna keep thinking and thinking and thinking.
Okay.
What was it?
Just a life of failure.
Yeah, he keeps thinking. He's like, I wasn't strong enough. I wasn't strong enough. And he's like starting to think, maybe I need something else to get me there. Maybe
Oh no,
there's an edge
the
I
evil
need.
arc.
I kind of want to be that guy, like behind a whisper. Gosh, Pollock, you have failed all your life.
And then like Solaris' like biggest regret, like flashes seeing his parents that night he made that choice. And
Oh.
he's like, all right, maybe if I do this, Clevmore finally honor like the deal he made me, and I'm gonna cast, or try to anyway, cast Divine Intervention
Uh-huh.
and see if I can somehow be shown a glimpse of like the Weaver's like next step in his plan, or like I want to
Alright.
try and get a leg up on him.
Okay.
All right.
I forgot you had that.
Nope.
How close were you to the roll?
I got a 2, so
Okay.
I would have. That's a 20%.
Dang, you
I would need to get a 0.
Yeah.
1.
Hmm?
11. You could get 1-1.
Yeah.
I think I have to roll under it.
Oh.
Yeah, you have to roll.
I don't think it's. Yeah, I'd have to get wool. Yeah. Because 0 is. Yeah, If I got a 1, that'd be 100%.
Oh, that's right. It's a D10. I was like, can't roll a 0 on a D20.
Yeah, I need to roll like a 0 and then anything. If I got a 0, it'd be an instant. But yeah.
Okay, so you think about all the things that happen, and eventually, kind of you are able. Let's just say you're alone at this point, right? While you're thinking about, at least in a state of mind, and you kind of like, in a sense, call upon Calibrim to kind of guide you in a certain direction to help with this issue with the Weavers. And you don't get anything that's too... I mean, you've had visions from him before. You don't get anything that's very obvious. But you do get, like... You definitely get a feel, like this... a feel of unease. And it doesn't seem to be self-generated, but generated from somewhere else, like divinely, right? And the moment passes.
He just mutters, "Figures," and just goes back to doing what he was doing.
Okay.
He's depressed though.
We're about to get into the Spider-Man 3 Tobey Maguire version. Like, nothing matters. I'm gonna dance on the street if I want.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh man.
I'm gonna go buy an all black suit.
Yeah.
Like it has it on. You're gonna buy an all-white suit now.
Terrible comb over. Just looks so wet all the time. Just gross.
Okay. So that happens, and you carry on about your business, and and Murtagh turns into the cat. Bruin goes and helps in the kitchen, and what does Norqual do?
Like
Just going
other
around
crew-
making sure everybody know about the 6-hour thing.
yeah, and also like if I'm moving
Sorry, I lost your voice. What?
if I'm moving boxes or other stuff, like moving stuff around if it needs to be moved around.
Oh, okay. The one box that Murtagh was carrying, like moving around.
Yeah, he misplaced it.
So
I'm
you're
moving it back.
moving back and forth.
Mhm.
Gotcha. Okay. So all of you in your various tasks, whether you are directly like speaking with someone, or like working alongside someone, or or just observing. So I would say probably Solaris and Murtagh, because you're kind of Murtagh being in cat form, you're just going to be observing most of the time anyways. Solaris, you're kind of lost deep in your own thought. I think most people are able to read you because you're kind of just doing your thing. There's like, let's just give that guy some space kind of thing. But Norqual and Bruin, you guys both get opportunities to meet different crew members on the ship, doing their various tasks. You specifically, Bruin, are like with the kitchen staff, right? And in that kind of area, whether it's like, and you see like different people come in for food and leave and stuff like that, as you serve them and stuff. Like that wasn't your original assignment, but the cook of the ship, based on your experience with cooking and stuff, like was pretty impressive. He like, okay, this guy knows his way around the kitchen, so he kind of gives you like the opportunity to do stuff there. I want you to roll a cooking check.
Yes. Do you what an attribute, I guess? What?
Let's say charisma.
Oh my goodness. It's the worst one. Oh, that's alright though. I got 20 or 19. 19, sorry.
It's all right. You're 19. With that, like you're not gonna find like the best ingredients are like for like crew members, but you made like the best of what you got. More importantly, because of the food you serve, I think word quickly got around like, hey, we got a pretty good chef in the kitchen, and I think you got some pretty quick good reputation out of it, and you were able to meet a lot of people, a lot of the crew members, some of them by name, some, at least a lot of them know you by name now. Bruin the Brewmaster or something, I don't know. So
Yeah.
that
Did I hear about the Baron Malchance
what?
during this? I'm assuming like because Bruin introduced himself, like someone say something about Baron Malchance, but
Oh, I see. Okay.
I know
Yeah, in
you-
response, you do get a few people say talk about former Lord Baron Malchance. They all, like, without a beat, all like the people that know former Lord Baron Malchance, they all mention with title or X title. You don't like. Let's see. Roll a charisma check,
I got
or no, persuasion check.
it's not any better. That's a 10.
10. All you get is that he's close with the captain.
Yes. Yes. I really hope it's what I think it is.
Okay. That said, you okay, so you Bruin is well known by crew members. Okay. That will be helpful as a side note. Norqual, I would also like, as you're kind of going around working and doing all that stuff, I would like you to roll a persuasion check as well.
$30.
3? Yeah, I think this is like not your thing. Like, you don't really know how to connect with these people. Most of these people are like humans, and being, you know, who you are, you're not understanding customs and cultures, I guess, of the ship culture, right? The cruise ship. So like you try to get along, but it's you're feeling miserable at it, so it's okay. It's not a natural, it's not a fail. I would like the rest of you, Murtag and Solaris, I need you guys to, one of you roll perception, the other roll insight.
Doesn't.
I'm
Doesn't
really
matter.
good at either.
Okay.
Okay, I'll give you guidance. So you add a D4, and then I'll do insight. You do perception.
You guys aren't in the same area, so you can't really give the guidance.
Oh, man.
I give myself guidance.
Okay.
16 perception.
17 plus 9. 26, right? 17 plus 9? 26?
Yeah.
26.
We'll say you guys will have those as your kind of your passive for the rest of your duration of the trip. So I will keep those
Good
like
roll.
as I'm describing things, and if you guys are nearby, I'll
Mhm.
try to keep that in mind so that like you guys don't miss on important details. Also,
Okay.
let's see. You said inside 26.
Yep.
Hmm. Is this gonna be like Murder on the Orient Express or something?
I was thinking, you know what this reminds me of? You guys ever seen the movie Treasure Planet?
Yes, that's what I was thinking about.
That's the vibes I get from this, and I freaking love it.
We need the Google Docs.
What's one of my favorite movies?
So are you like the young kid who's like being a poopy pants at the beginning?
I guess, yeah. But Bruin stole my spot with the ship's cook, so now
Yeah,
I'm
oh
just gonna
dang
follow the sad
it.
Okay, so yeah, you guys have this going on, and as as things happen, if there's something you want to know, just let me know, and I'll work accordingly to that.
Okay.
Let's see. So, with the first day of you guys just kind of getting to know the crew members, leaving port. Now the Western Plateau is known as the port, right? Since it's kind of going to be the docking station for Pyropeller. Did anybody get the what I did there, Pyropeller?
Like
Like
fire.
propeller.
Like a
Yeah.
propeller, yeah. Thank you.
Yeah.
Fire.
Okay.
I like it.
We got it.
All right. So, with that said, leaving port and then soaring through the, like you guys are traveling very fast through the windless plains. Still a clear sky. No thunderstorms. You can't find your, what is it called? Some kind of phantom horse.
Yeah.
Yeah, Phantom Steed.
I love it if he did see it, but he's just so
I'd be so mad.
It's right there. I can see it.
I might like if that happened. I might
Jump
go
off.
take the pearl from
There-
Bruin.
There might be something
Jump
else that
off.
you have to worry about if there is a storm of that caliber.
Yeah, I guess that's fair.
Oh, yeah, because we couldn't get like above it.
All right, so, yeah, the first day goes pretty uneventful. I mean, besides everything that's eventful, right? Bruin got really involved with the crew members, and you guys are pretty much being like observant throughout the day. Norcool, he's working at the lowest deck of the ship. He's moving this one box back and it's like sliding around in the hole the cargo hold. So he's like picking it up and putting it, just finding different ways to kind of latch it down. But then he as he's like finally gets this one box like strapped and everything, he looks up and you can see the whole cargo hold, all the stuff shifting. He's like, and like all the boxes moving around. And you can like he looks over. One of the crew leaders of the cargo hold goes, and he's like, here's more rope. We gotta strap down everything. So with that, that is the first day of Pyropeller Saga.
I didn't forget every 6 hours. I
Oh
showed
yeah,
the
right.
pole.
And every 6 hours,
Yeah.
you
I
guys
show
are
up.
reminded. Some lad is like running through the hallways, yelling the four of your names until they find you, or if you aren't already there.
I attempt to get out of the manual labor by casting Tensor's floating disc, which can hold up to 500 pounds, and it's a 3-foot area.
Uh-huh.
And then summon a spiritual weapon in the shape of a shovel. Shovel 500 pounds worth of coal on it, move it over, and dump it down the thing.
Oh, nice. All right, just so you know, this room is incredibly hot because the coal has to be lit first before dumping the coal into the chute.
Okay.
To describe this room, okay, it's fairly large. I would say probably, I don't know, probably like 100 square feet. It just has a chute, and it has the whole room is just hot, and there's like on one of the walls is like a container of like just coal, as it dispenses coal, and then there's like another place where you have to light the coal on fire. It's just like kind of this rotating like conveyor belt type deal, but eventually the coal has to be shoveled into the chute. I don't know why the conveyor belt wouldn't just feed it directly in, but that's just how it happens. Okay. But
Wait,
all you
so
have
do
to really
do we have to put the...
Sorry.
Sorry, go
what-
ahead.
All right. So really, the only thing that for this room to be like usable, like the only thing that you need to know is that coal has to be hot before you throw it down the chute. Okay. That's all you have to know.
So do we have to like take it out of like? Is the coal being fed into like bellows that are heating them up, and then we take them out of it? Or
Yeah,
is it,
yeah,
like...
for sure. Yeah, just like that. So there's like a container.
Okay, because I
and
thought. Okay.
Yeah.
'Cause I thought you were describing just like an open hole of like fire. And I was like, I don't know.
I don't know what be here.
Will work all that great. I don't know. We probably burn and die.
Yep. All right, so really, all you really need to know is that hot coals need to go down the chute.
Hot coal,
They had to be
coal,
hot first.
coal.
Yeah.
Got it.
Okay. I don't know how it happens. It just that needs to happen.
100%.
Perfect.
Okay.
Okay. And with that, we will end our session 77 of whatever our name is for this group.
We'll edit it in.
Yeah. We'll edit it. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Good job, guys.